Go to the URL of your environment and log in using your username and password. You've received these via email. You are in the Triggre Designer. The first thing you see is the dashboard with two blocks. The left block can always be used to go to the Triggre Academy website. The right block, Lab, will be used to view your application later. At the top is the main menu with four options: Design, Publish, Users, and Versions. We start at Versions. Here you see a list of the different versions of your application. Triggre automatically saves your design while you work, so you never lose work. Click the arrow at the top left to go back to the dashboard. At Users, you can invite others to join you in working on your application design. At this moment, you are the only one that can make changes to your application. Click on the arrow in the top left corner again to go to the dashboard. Under Publish, you can publish your application design so you can use the actual application you made. Design works differently than the other menu items. When you click Design, a submenu is shown. At Data, you can design the data that needs to be stored in your application. In other words, this is where you design the warehouse of your application. A warehouse is also called a database. We skip the factory for a moment and go to the face of the application. In Triggre, this is called Appearance. Here you can arrange your application's menu. User flows in Triggre are part factory and part face of your application. They combine the process and the screens users see in a smart visual way. The factory you can make with Triggre can also contain fully automated processes. These are called automation flows. Now, the difference with user flows is that you cannot use screens, since these flows aren't operated by users. The last building block are flow parts. These are reusable process blocks that you've already seen in user flows and automation flows. Flow parts are basically the cogwheels of your factory and process the data in the warehouse. Triggre makes a number of these flow parts for you automatically, but you can also design entire flow parts yourself.